Hi everyone, welcome to Crack SAP new video. I hope everyone is doing good. Last many videos I have uploaded with entry questions and answers and with explanation. I hope you enjoyed. Now I'm going with question and answer for asset accounting. So just let us start with the first question here. And what explain asset accounting. So the asset accounting is a sub-module in SAP. Manages a company's fixed asset right from the acquisition. So acquisition, it means 2 to 3 types of acquisition we are going to do it. One from purchase order to Miro, and the second is settlement from cost overheads like internal order or WBS projects. And second thing, F-90, so you can acquisition for the different type of acquisition you can do it. And the retirement, there is a retirement where there is a different type of retirements here. One is a retirement without revenue, with revenue, with customer, without customer, and the scrapping. The many retirements are going, and the one more retirement is coming when your stock is transferred from one plant to other plant. That time also you have to retire from the source plant, or and then it will transfer to the different plant. That will be acquisition. This here it is a retirement, and there it is it will be acquisition. So let us all accounting transactions relating to the depreciation assets are taken care throughout this module, and all the accounting information from this module flows to FIGL on a real-time basis. So now the asset accounting is in a real-time asset accounting, where it will be once you put the entry, automatically it will post the GL account. And the second question, how do you assign the asset accounting in company code? Define the company code in FI configuration, and assign a chart of account to the company code. Where do we can assign that one? Just go to SPRO, IMZ, financial accounting here, and asset accounting, and organization. Here it is an assign chart of account to chart of depreciation. Sorry, chart of account is different and chart of depreciation is different. So I'll explain you the next question. Assign a chart of depreciation to the company code. Here I can execute here. So these are the company codes where the depreciation depreciation chart of depreciation is assigned here. This chart of depreciation is containing for the country level or company level, and it will assign to the company code. Next question. What is chart of depreciation? Okay, the chart of depreciation contains a list of country specific and depreciation areas. It provides the rule for the evaluation of the asset that are valid in given country. The SAP provides the default chart of depreciation that are based on the requirement of each country level, because of each country having their own legal entity and their rule of the depreciation. The India is having some methods that will be going to take in India, and other countries are having other methods. So that is depends upon the country. These default chart of depreciation also serve as a references chart from which you can create a new chart of depreciation by copying one of the relevant chart. After copying, you may delete the depreciation areas you do not need. However, note that the deletion must be done before any assets are created. You are required to assign a chart of depreciation to your company code. Remember that one company code can have only one chart of account. Suppose I'm so sorry, chart of depreciation assigned to do it. Even though multiple company codes can use a single chart of depreciation. So one company can have only one chart of depreciation, and multiple company can have one chart of depreciation. Single depreciation can be, the single chart of depreciation can be utilized here. Where you can make a configuration here. If I'm going with the copy the depreciation area, depreciation, copy a reference chart of depreciation here. So this is the screen, you can get it and copy, and it will be comes to one, which suppose for 1810, or you'll take it to 1822 here. So you just click here, so it will ask you the depreciation, and this is depreciation, all the depreciation of for India it will create it. And do you really want to transport the number ranges? Yes, I want. If you want, you can. If you don't want, you can. So just go to configure, has to be done here. Chart of depreciation 1810 is copied to 1822. So this is a chart. If we go out and see here the specification of 1822, here it is. You can change here the depreciation for chart of the depreciation for India. Then save here. You have changed your depreciation description. Now copy this or delete any 1822. There is a depreciation areas which I need to, if you read here carefully, whenever before posting any asset, you need to delete the non-required depreciation areas. If it is for India, yes, books of depreciation, I need to use local tax currency, local tax for purpose. You can utilize this one. If you want to have a group currency, you can. If it is an IFRS, you can. If IFRS group, you can have a multiple depreciation areas, and it will be okay for me, so I can carry forward. If I don't want, I can delete here. This is the chart of depreciation. So what is the chart of depreciation? I hope you understand. And what is the chart of account? The chart of account can be a global, country specific and industry specific based on the requirement of the business. The chart of depreciation is only a country specific. So the chart of account can be a global or a country specific, but in the COD, chart of depreciation is only country specific. Every country is having a different chart of depreciation, but the chart of account will be, it is a global or it may be a specific country. So chart of account is having a group of GL accounts, and chart of depreciation is a calculation for the, that is a two different. So this is the next question. I'm going to put the next question here. So what is the depreciation? Explain the type of depreciation. Depreciation is the reduction in the book value of an asset due to its use of over time, decline in economical useful life. Suppose, for example, if I have an asset which is a life is a 10 years, so what is the total value of the acquisition value divided by the total life? So that will be deducted by the that's called as a depreciation, which will be legally it's a legal compliance which we are going to follow in India and other country also in a different way. So framework of the taxation reporting as per the country. The depreciation is usually calculated taking into account with the economic life of the asset and the expected value of the asset at the end of the economic life of junk. Suppose, for example, that here why it is I used junk or scrap sale. Some companies are mandatorily going with the 5% of scrap value in the configuration itself. When they are making the depreciation key, that time they will assign the scrap value that called some people are calling a residual percentage or amount. Some people are calling a scrap value. That will be either you are in a percentage or in the value you can assign over there. So in the ordinary depreciation recorded as in a planned, so there is a different types of depreciation. One is an ordinary depreciation called as in a planned depreciation, and special depreciation which is over and above the ordinary depreciation. Unplanned depreciation, which is when your machinery or in building which is in a unsuddenly or something is happened, that time automatically the last 10 the has to be expected in 10 years, it will collapse in 5 years, or the machinery has to be work in 10 years. If it is not working in 10 years, or if it is undergoing for the scrap, that time you will get a huge loss. That time we have to price the unplanned depreciation. Or if your by mistakenly the unplanned depreciation can be some people, company which is going for they are not going for the shift depreciation for the asset. So one machinery is running on a 3 shift, okay, 3 shift, but they are not calculating on the 3 shift in the calculation which they want to put. some time it will going to take it, that time also they can take a depreciation, unplanned depreciation can be done over. So the uncertain or sudden shutdown in the asset utilization. So there is a method of depreciation calculation. Whenever you are answering the question, just make sure you are clear the whole thing to the depreciation, what part of depreciation, so the interviewer can understand, a basic as well as your system also. So that will be more important. Method of depreciation calculation, we have a straight line method, decline balancing method, return on value methods, and this is the kind of etc. we have. The accounting entry, when you are making the depreciation, that time the depreciation account debit to accumulated depreciation account. Whenever you are making the depreciation, that time it will be make the depreciation. So where it will be a configuration here. So if I'm going with the depreciation here, so this is an ordinary depreciation, special depreciation, unplanned depreciation, and value method depreciation. So ordinary depreciation, these are how the assignees accounting you will be going to hit while you are making the depreciation. Determine the depreciation area, how it will going to determine, define under construction unit of production, but we can assign this both. And special depreciation, unplanned depreciation, how it will going to. So if I'm going with the one single determine depreciation, you have a book depreciation local, which I showed in the last and you can go ahead where. So this is all the how it will be work here. So these are the settings which we are going to take it in. Now the next question we are going here. Explain depreciation areas. There are many depreciation areas in asset accounting, such as book depreciation, tax depreciation, and depreciation for cost accounting purposes. The depreciation area decided how and what purpose and asset is evaluated. The depreciation area can be real or derived one. So real, it means what happened. I'll tell you the example. I'll tell you somewhere within a depreciation, right? These are the depreciation areas which I am going to see. The depreciation area can be real, it will be really posted in the asset accounting. Derived from, it will be derived means the depreciation area real posted, which is a reference to the other area is generating. That's what the derived one. So this is what the explain depreciation area. Okay, next question we are going here. So what is an asset class? Asset class are a group of asset which is going to in a same characteristic. What you have to answer, asset having a certain common characteristic, same was grouped. Each asset in the system needs to be associated with an asset class group. So an asset class is the important configuration which is decides the type of assets, such as land, building, furniture and fixtures, equipment, assets under construction, computers. These are all assets, leased asset, low value assets. These are the group of assets which is a similarity in the assets. The same character will be making a one asset class. So where do we can see here asset class? So organization, these are the asset class here. There are the asset class we can create here. Define an asset classes. These are asset classes which we are going to create here. So this is depends upon you which asset you are going to classes you are going to create. If you want, you can use the default one, or you can use the G also you can utilize. This is what the asset is having. Suppose for example there is a computer hardware. I'll take it. This is computer hardware is this is the account determination which is assigned. It should be assigned. The asset class is assigned to determination. Account determination assigned to GL account. The GL account assigned to account determination. Account assignment to assigned to asset class. This is the one-to-one link which will be going to carry out your set GL account determination AO90 where we are assigning, right? This is on the basis of this asset class is this asset class is having a asset determination, account determination is having a GL account. If I'm going with in the AO90 or go to in the asset itself, it's an J I'll take it like one more different one. 10. I hope it will work. Okay, now PS0 or sorry, EO90. EO90. Okay, this is a asset class. See, this is a depreciation. Sorry, this is an account determination. These are the account determination. This account determination, if I'm going with a few furniture, right? So I have furniture. Okay, furniture hardware, computer hardware 3200. I'll check this one. Furniture, machinery, furniture and machinery, fixed asset. Okay, I go here, debt balance sheet account. So these are the rate. I open here. This is the GL account asset. So it means if I'm going with 160070, right? If I go with 160070, can you show 160070? Here it's at 1670. So this is the depreciation you can see here. So depreciation, it means this GL is assigned to account determination assigned to asset class. Okay, so this is then the configuration which how it will determine. So you can maybe consult interviewer can ask you, so how it will going to determine. So if you understand where it is account determination carry the GL account and account asset class is carrying the account determination. Even though if you are in PS02, if I'm going here, if I open this one with the 1810 company code, see, this is the account determination. So this account determination is account asset class here. And if I can show you, okay, I'll go here. First I'll go this one, machinery and equipment, right? Machinery equipment, and just open here. This is 160020. See, this is 160020. Okay, this is assigned to here and this is assigned to here, and automatically your GL account will be post. I hope clear. What is the asset class? Asset having a certain common character. I hope I have already answered this question. And what is an asset value date? Asset value date, when you are posting the when your acquisition date either by posting date or the document date, which will be show you the asset value date is then a start date of the depreciation for the asset. The planned depreciation is calculated by the system based on this depreciation start date and selected depreciation term for that asset. Be careful. Okay, you need to be some precautionary. The posting date and the asset value date which should be same. Both dates needs to be same physical year. So because of if it is any different, then it will not going to ask, it will not going to allow you to post. So it needs to be there, or else you need to be changing your depreciation date, depreciation start date. It means completion date. Okay, now this is an question. If you can, how you can derive here. So if I'm going with the no asset AS02, I go to this, I check this one is in there. See, AB03, what is the asset? Okay, it will immediately just started. Okay, hit it, enter. See, this is an asset value date. When did it is? 11th of November. This has been bought as in a rupees 10,000. So this asset value will be determined you. And what is the accounting document here? This you can, if you want, you can check here. This is the accounting document. Okay, I hope it's clear now. And now it will go into what is an asset master. Okay, an asset master is an identification of object. So object, why I use this object? Because of generally I cannot say that the asset is any particular thing. Either you are building, either is an asset building, furniture, computer, car, whatever it is, it's an object which we are going to. And intangible and tangible assets are, I hope you were in the when you were in learning period, at that time you understand. So what is the tangible and intangible? So same thing, object, that I preferred an object which can be created by the copy the asset in the same company code or another company code. It can also created from the scratch when it is done from the first time. So capitalization date and acquisition period, depreciation area relevant for the asset, and depreciation key is a must for the while acquisition, while asset must to be created. Useful life will be need to be done in the if it is a changeover scrap value, or if it is a scrap value, if your company is derived from the scrap value, all the scrap value will be considering, and within that amount the depreciation will be calculated. End of your depreciation of the life of the asset, it will be automatically the scrap value will remain same in your asset, which you can identify the what is the asset value. Start date of the ordinary depreciation you can mention in your master data. So where how it is, what exactly it is saying is that, suppose for example, if I'm going with the AS01, you are going with the scratch. If it is an AS01 and just give the asset class, suppose if I'm giving a 2000 here, so I'm going with a scratch. Now if I'm not going, I don't want to go with I want to go with, I can give you no problem. 1810, right? Okay, now I can see this is the reference. Automatically the name is copied, independent, so time dependent, everything is copied automatically. Here it is. So if it is, this is called as a reference. So all the differences, depreciation key, a useful life. This is a start date of the depreciation when you are going to start your depreciation. Some clients are asking that if I bought my asset on so and so date, but I want to start my depreciation, you can openly do it. So that is user level, you can make the changes here. So this is what the depreciation in the copy, directly scratch, and with reference to your company, or company code to company code, somewhere it is there, then you can make the same, you can change the company code, then it will automatically comes to you. Change over here, I showed you scrap value. Here you can see, if I can show you here. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm using this one. Okay, now here it is an depreciation. Just click here and you can see the depreciation. Depreciation. See, scrap value. You can give the scrap value or you can give the percentage. Or if you want to automatically determine in the LINS, so you can go with the T code or AFAMA. Come on, guys. LINS here. So anything I'm selecting, and I want to show only for LINS. LINS is there. Yes. Yeah. Here it is. LINS. Here I can get it. See, this is the cutoff value of ICK. So cutoff value of the India is 5%. So I have prepared one cutoff value for me, and I put it at 5%. It will automatically 5% will be calculated in the depreciation. So same thing, if you want, I can, if it is a particular asset value, sorry, parameter here, comparison. See, this is a 5%. After end of asset life of 2029 and 500 is finally my scrap value. This is a 5% against 10,000. This is what I hope I have cleared very one by one. So I must be, I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you have any doubts, there is a comment box in the below. Just comment it. What you not understand, I can answer your question. So how you want to configure, I hope, and how it will determine, I explain all those things. Now explain the asset acquisition. So explain asset acquisition. An acquisition is a transaction whereby companies, organization, and their assets are acquired through purchase order or with the direct financial transactions or investment through investment also. Yeah, I can add it here also. For example, investment, it means there is a settlement from the WBS or projects, and it will order that will be settled to the AUC. AUC means asset under construction, then asset under construction to main asset. WBS, this is all are acquiring the expenses for that particular asset, and then it will goes to converted into AUC. AUC is not having any depreciation during that expenses. Once asset is converted, AUC is converted to main asset, that start time is depreciation will be start. So example, land and building, plant and machinery. Land and building is in a two type of land and building. Don't confuse here. Land is it's not coming in a depreciation somewhere, but if it's coming in the lease lands, which is 99 years, 80 years, so it is an agreement. That time you need to be give them depreciation, because of so many clients are going for land also as a depreciation. So some people are not going because of it. If it is an own, they are not going. If it is a leasehold, then definitely they are going with the depreciation. So plant and machinery, office equipments, computer and parts, and furniture and fixtures, these are all So how accounting entry will going to post when you are acquisition. Asset account will be debit and technical clearing account will be credit here. So in S4 HANA there is a new GL account will come here. So one for asset accounting for valuation purpose, and this is for operational purpose. So operation will be technical clearing account debit to vendor account, and valuation for asset account will be debit to technical clearing account. This is what the posting will be happened when you are asset acquisition. I hope you enjoy my video. Thanks for watching, and first like it, subscribe, and press the bell button. And I hope your subscription is very important for me to encourage many videos and coming with the new entry questions. Now I'm going with the next many questions for asset, accounts payable and accounts receivable, GL account, and then advance, how it will going to advance. So master data will be created, GL account will be created. That many questions are I am coming with you. So I hope, can you press the subscription now? Thank you.